13-2, volumes of cylinders. The volume of a cylinder is the number of unit cubes or cubic units needed to fill the cylinder. If each layer is 1 unit high, then the height h represents the number of layers. The formula for the volume of a cylinder is the area of the base times the height. Capital B is area of the base. Well, now my base is a circle, okay? With a cylinder, you have a circle on top, you have a circle on bottom. And then you connect those two circles and you have a height, okay? So your area of your base is, since it's a circle, the area of a circle comes from your formula sheet. Area of a circle is pi r squared. So your volume is pi r squared times h. So you have been given on your formula sheet the volume of a cylinder, V equals to pi r squared h. Okay? All right. So we have the volume of a cylinder is represented with this formula. So let's look at part 1. Part 1 says, what is the volume of each cylinder in terms of pi? Okay, so let's look at A part. So knowing that our formula is V equals pi r squared h, volume is equal to, now they want us to leave it in terms of pi. When they say terms of pi, we keep pi. So I'm going to write pi. We don't replace it with 3.14, okay? All right, so you have pi times your radius. We have been given the radius from the center of the circle to a point on the circle was 4 centimeters. We'll need to square that. Times your height. Your height is 6, okay? So volume is equal to your exponent first. I have pi times 4 squared. That's 4 times 4 is 16 times 6. Now again, we keep the pi. So volume is equal to 16 times 6. If you multiply those together, you get 96. And keep your pi. So the volume of this cylinder is 96 pi centimeters cubed. Now that's what it means to find the volume of each cylinder in terms of pi. Now, if they ask us to round it to the nearest hundredths, we would say 96 times pi. If you have a pi button on your calculator, say 96 times pi and then round. But if you don't have the pi button, you'll use 96 times 3.14, okay? All right, so let's look at B part. B part here. Volume is equal to pi r squared h. So volume is equal to pi. Now radius, my radius from the center of the circle to a point on the circle, we've been given the radius, that's 5, so that's 5 squared times my height. This is your height right here, times 5. So volume is equal to pi times exponents before multiplication. 5 squared is 25. So that's pi times 25 times 5. So when you multiply 25 times 5, you end up with 125. And don't forget your pi. So the volume is equal to 125 pi centimeters cubed. This is how we leave an answer in terms of pi. All right, and then the last one that we have, let's find the volume of it. C part. Volume is equal to pi r squared h. So volume is equal to pi. My radius in this problem is 6 squared times my height is 4. Exponents first, that's pi times 6 times 6 is 36 times 4. And 36 times 4 gives you 144 pi. Multiply on your calculator, 36 times 4, and just keep your pi. So the volume of this cylinder is 144 pi centimeters cubed. 144 pi centimeters cubed.